Hi, everyone. I'm Megan.
And I'm Kirsten.
And together we are Ex-Mormon Snark.
We are here for family night, trading our testimonies for truth bombs.
And spilling all the Mormon tea and coffee and tobacco and alcohol and reading from the Book of Mormon reader from 1978.
I think that's
And
when yours
what
was.
year?
And
What year is yours?
mine is 96, 97.
Very nice, very nice.
Mine
And
is
tonight,
97.
we are reading one of my very favorite stories from the Book of Mormon. It is the story of Abinadi and King Noah. And
Yes.
spoiler alert, someone gets burned at the stake at the end. And it's not the bad guy.
No. And there's a picture that I think is rather graphic for little ones, but
yes,
really want to get the point across that he's dead. So,
I mean, I think mine is probably, well, no, mine is pretty graphic.
I was going to say, I think when we talked about it previously, yours might be worse than mine.
I think it might be. And that's generally the way that mine goes, is that, these things have softened over time.
I have to say, I remember having the felt board. Any of our ex-Mormon listeners that maybe had the felt board as well. And it was graphic. It had the flames and you put him in the flames, or the flames went on top. But anyways, it was not subtle.
It was not subtle. So. Yeah, that's very, very true. Now, I know that there are lots of other events going on tonight, and so I expect our audience to be small, but that is okay. Yeah. I am grateful for the fact that we have a small audience over here. I know it's going to grow, but I like that the people that are here are genuine. They just want to be here and have fun with us. So thank you for being here, guys.
I think we should have some sort of more open Q&A too, since there's only a few people here.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, since we only have a few people in the chat, if you want to ask some questions, we do need to keep it at about an hour, but I think we'll get through all this and have plenty of time for some Q&A.
I think so. This is a longer story, but it moves along.
Yeah. So first of all, I think we should introduce our family home evening treat. Kirsten, did you stick to the recipe?
I did, because I had all of the things. So I'm going to stir mine up, because then you can see. Can you see it? I have pink glitter in mine.
Exciting.
Yeah. And I have my special glass just for family night. That's how I justified getting it. So I have my Exmo Cosmo. I love a good rhyme. Yeah. So here we are.
I love that. I did not follow the recipe, Kirsten, mainly because I had some catastrophic car events that needed taken care of, and I did not get to the liquor store or to any store for that matter. And so I am having a modified Cosmo, which consists of the main ingredient for Cosmo as well as the brandy from last week, because why not?
Well, I think part of having fun at family night is really enjoying your own treat as you would like to. And I also think, Megan, this is an opportunity for us to chastise you, because obviously if your testimony was strong enough, you wouldn't have car problems.
That's true. So. Definitely. When my car decided to spew coolant all over the inside of my engine, I should have just laid my hands on the hood and given it a blessing and said, I rebuke the evil spirits in my engine.
Right?
Yeah.
The devil was out to get you and knew we were going to have family night. And
that's
that
right.
You were going to have an issue.
It was testing my faith to see if I had the faith for my engine to not be healed, and if I was going to show up to family night anyway. And here I am. So
here you are.
Obviously, the blessing did not work because my engine was not healed.
You're here tonight.
That's right.
So, as Paul McCartney would say, we're here tonight, and that's enough.
So that is enough. You are enough, and you are worthy. Thanks for being here.
Yes, to everyone. Well, I mean, we should pick a song. I don't know any
Yes.
Abinadi's or King Noah songs.
Well,
Actually,
there is that.
the Follow the Prophet verse. Is there an
I was just
Abinadi?
going to
There
say
is. There is an
there is an
Abinadi
Abinadi
verse.
verse. Yeah. I don't know what it is, though. I don't
I
remember.
was gonna
because,
say, I bet I could look up the lyrics.
yeah. And whatever it is,
See.
I'm sure that we can change it to be whatever we want it to be.
Are you looking it up? Because then I
yeah.
won't. Okay, you look it
Yeah.
up.
Save your strength. You're going to need it.
Seriously.
Oh, let's see. Shoot. Come Follow Me Kids is a podcast designed specifically for primary age children. That's a little scary.
No. I hate all of those words.
Yeah, I do too. Kids should not be listening to podcasts, guys.
Yeah.
Nope, there is a specific Abinadi and King Noah song that is not a Follow the Prophet song.
What does it say?
Oh, it says something like,
it doesn't matter. Go find the Follow the Prophet.
Their words of joy, their words of love, their words of peace, and burning alive. I don't know.
Yeah. It takes burning in your soul to a whole new level.
Definitely. Let's see. I've got Enoch, Noah, Abraham, Moses, Samuel, Jonah, which is my favorite. Follow the Prophet, am I right?
Yeah.
Daniel. No, there is no Abinadi verse. I'm sorry to tell you.
Do they talk about him with Ammon? I feel like there was a part where they talked about him, but I might be totally wrong because Abinadi has a lot of syllables for that beat.
Abinadi the prophet. That's what I remember, but that's all I remember.
Oh my gosh, what if they took it out because it said he was like burned or something? I wouldn't be surprised.
You know what? If I had had any brain space this weekend, I could have written my own verse of Abinadi the prophet.
100%. I'm not looking it up. The point is, we can't find it.
Yeah, the point is, sometimes we skip the song because we just don't want to. So, and then our prayer is, God bless us to have a better song experience next time.
Agreed.
Amen.
Cheers. And
all right.
I think on that note, do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
I believe it's my turn to lead off the lesson this time. So,
yes.
Here we go.
Oh, wait, really quick.
Yes.
Just to keep everyone up to speed. Remember, Zenith, whatever his name was, was the prophet last time. He died and he made his son the new king and prophet, and that is Noah, who we're talking about now.
Now, don't get confused, everyone, because Noah in the Bible was one of the only people left on the face of the earth who was still worshiping God in the correct way, even though at some point he ends up drunk and naked. But before that happens, he was a good prophet, according to the Mormons. I don't know. Not according to the super weird movie that came out about it, which I forget the name of it right now. But anyway.
What movie?
There was a movie about the flood and about Noah where Russell Crowe played Noah, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
if anybody in the chat remembers,
Evan Almighty was the only one that I was like, Evan Almighty was the Noah one.
Yeah. Anyway. So at this point in the Book of Mormon, the Nephites were still righteous.
They're still righteous, even though
at this point.
They had many wars with the Lamanites, and God gave them special strength. Remember last time,
along with the sword of Laban,
right,
which is almost always present.
Correct.
All right. Well, some Nephites went back to the city of Nephi, and at first they were righteous.
Sure.
But then a man named Noah became their king. He was wicked. He did not obey God's commandments. And you can tell he was wicked because he is dressed in a purple robe, which is much too fancy. And he's got a crown on his head.
Oh, and mine is wearing tons of jewelry. He's very
gaudy. Mine is too. and his belt is
Wow.
encrusted with jewels and whatnot. Now, King Noah made the people bring him money and gifts. He did not work for what he got.
Do any
Let's see.
kings? I said what I
Something
said.
something about people bringing money and gifts to the prophet rings a bell.
I believe I've heard that.
On it. I'm not sure exactly what that is. Something
Yeah,
about
yeah.
something with a T. Tie.
Dude,
Ties.
tonight is not the night. Get me started, Megan. Move along.
All right. Now, I want to also note that not only does King Noah wear a crown, but his crown also has earlobes.
Oh my God. I remember that picture like so well. So I was like, what is going on here? It's like earmuffs built in gold.
I mean, he was, as we know, piercing your ears is not sanctioned in the Mormon church. So probably King Noah couldn't wear earrings, but he wanted something that was, fancy right next to his face.
I would like to point out, because I don't do the starring, Elizabeth said it's Mr. T, and I agree. That is a very Mr. T like picture.
It is.
So yeah. Very nice. Oh my God.
Well,
sorry.
Thank you, Steve. Thanks for being here. And thanks, as always, for hyping our channel and making things wonderful. We appreciate you so much.
Appreciate you.
So I also want to point out in that picture where I mentioned the ear cuffs. Yes. The caption under this picture is, "He loved to do wicked things." And in this picture, we can see him drinking out of a gold goblet, hanging out with women, showing their torn shoulders. And in the background, there's a man lying down and a woman with him.
With him.
In capacity.
Wow.
For a kid's book. That's all I got to say. All right.
Yeah.
They all have their clothing on except for the woman with the pornography shoulders.
Oh.
King Noah chose wicked men to lead the church. They taught the people to sin.
Of course they did. Rude.
He made the people build him big buildings. They cost a lot of money.
Who does this sound like?
Who does this sound like? Does this sound like anyone else that we know that builds big buildings that cost a lot of money?
That have gold statues on the top? That's all I'm saying.
In either case, he was wicked smart. All right.
I love it.
God sent a prophet named Abinadi to the people. Abinadi told them they were wicked. Now we can tell Abinadi is a good guy, again, because he's wearing blue robes and he's right here, and his head is covered. Meanwhile, King Noah had a very, very gaudy throne, and therefore that means he was wicked.
Right? Always when you have a gaudy throne, that means you're bad. You're the bad. Absolutely. He also has a beard, I noticed.
Yes, Abinadi has a beard. That's true. And it's a white beard.
Well, so you'll see in mine, he has no beard, but King Noah does.
He's clean shaven.
Yeah, because apparently they modified that by the 90s.
Yes, Trevor, thank you for this astute observation. Abinadi about to die. That's how we know. Because it's in his name.
Correct.
That's probably what Joseph Smith was thinking when he wrote it. He was like, what do I name a prophet who's about to die? Abinadi. Abinadi. Fixing to die. Abinadi, Abinadundai, about to die. Okay, here we go. Abinadi said they should repent or they would be punished. King Noah was angry with Abinadi. He sent men to tie him up, because women would be a completely different story. They brought Abinadi to the king. And here you can see him being walked away in shackles.
No.
Like a criminal. King Noah and his priests wanted to kill Abinadi. They asked Abinadi many questions. They wanted him to say something wrong. They wanted to trick him. God blessed Abinadi. Abinadi told Noah and his priests they were wicked, which always goes over well. Y'all are wicked.
I was about to say that. I'm like, I'm sure they took that very well.
Right. They tried to kill Abinadi, but they could not. God helped him. God had more for Abinadi to teach.
Of course. So much more.
But how much more? Because in verses 1 through 3, he's got more to teach. And then in verses, the next chapter, basically. I don't know. Anyway, going on. Abinadi told them they would be punished if they did not repent, which always makes me think of Arrested Development when Lindsay is trying to punish her daughter for the first time. And she says, I punished thee. Thou art punished.
I love
and
that.
And I agree with you, Sassy Rebel. God helped him until he didn't.
Right? Okay. I'm glad you brought that up because I always thought that, honestly. Growing up, I was like, why did God let that happen? Because he could have done whatever he wanted. But I mean, that also applies later. Do you remember when they watch in another chapter? I'm getting ahead of myself in the Book of Mormon. But you know what I'm talking about, where they watch all the people. That part really bothered me as a kid.
Right. And also, it reminds me, Kirsten, since we just recently recorded this episode on the magic underwear, that it is a shield and protection to you until your work is finished on the earth. So apparently Abinadi's work is about to be finished on the earth.
Right? And he's like, no more.
He is not wearing any garments.
Oh, or they cut them off.
Oh.
To be wicked.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, that sounds on brand if you're trying to be wicked. You'll be like, we have to burn you. Let me get rid of your garments.
That way, the flames will touch your skin instead of your garment.
Just to make sure.
Right. All right. Anyway, so he told them they'd be punished. He told them about Jesus Christ. Abinadi told them to obey God's commandments. Just, guys, like his sales tactic was basically, come on, guys. Just obey the commandments. Come on. He told the priests.
I think he said more than that, because that doesn't seem like burning someone worthy. So there had to have been a little bit more. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, we're going to have to do some mental gymnastics to get to the point where it was okay to burn him. So,
yeah.
Anyway, he told the priests they should teach the truth. They should help the people. They should love God.
Of course.
Noah and most of his priests would not listen to Abinadi. They sent him to prison. And this is Abinadi protesting and saying, I'm innocent. A one-armed man did it.
I love that.
But do you get the reference? Because that's important to me.
The one-armed man? I know the six-fingered man.
Sigh.
Just tell me. Just don't. I have to break up now. What is this? Now I'm going to be like, watch, I know.
It's The Fugitive starring Harrison Ford.
Yes, I'm familiar with The Fugitive.
Right.
I loved that movie. I liked the second one better, though. Wasn't like
I didn't shoot my wife. I don't care.
There. See, I did remember.
It was Wesley. The second one was Wesley Snipes and Robert Downey Jr. If you haven't seen it yet,
it's very big plot twist and very good.
Steve,
and I remember specifically that he takes Dramamine because that is the medicine that is a big deal to me. So.
Steve, it's the Princess Bride, the six-fingered man, Inigo Montoya.
No, that's who he needs to find. Yeah.
Yes.
I noticed you have six fingers on your left hand.
Anyway. All right. Alma was one of the priests. Well, to be clear, they don't really say this well in the book, but we just heard that Noah and most of his priests would not listen to Abinadi, so they sent him to prison. One of his priests was Alma. He turns out to be a good guy, we think.
Yeah. Well,
He believed Abinadi. He asked Noah to let Abinadi go. Noah was angry with Alma. He sent the soldiers to kill Alma. They could not catch him because look how fast he running. Running. Oof, he's fast.
He's so fast.
Alma became righteous. He repented of his sins. He wrote what Abinadi had said. Noah wanted Abinadi to change what he had said. If Abinadi would not change, he would be killed.
It's like, take it back. We are not bad guys. You're a bad guy.
Right. And so Noah was like, take it back. And Abinadi was not. I will not take it back.
Nope.
Nuh-uh. And then Noah was like, yeah-huh. And Abinadi was like, nuh-uh.
And he was like, reverse card. You're the bad guy now.
Dang. Abinadi knew he had told the truth. He would not change his words.
No.
Noah told his soldiers to kill Abinadi. Abinadi was burned to death. Abinadi was not afraid to die. He was a righteous man. And so much like the monk who set himself on fire, Abinadi just had zero facial expression while he underwent this super graphic and horrible death. But wait, there's more.
There's more.
Lest ye think that is the end of the story. Wait to see if King Noah gets his comeuppance. Does anyone want to place a friendly wager as to whether or not King Noah will get his comeuppance in the end and what that comeuppance might be? Kirsten, I know you know the story, but do you have a guess?
He gets what he deserves.
Okay.
That's all we're saying.
All right.
He got exactly what he deserved, which was
wait, don't spoil it. Oh, you spoiled it. I know everybody was on pins and needles. We were going to have a very cliffhangery kind of thing, but anyway.
Dang. I'm not good at this game. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. We forgive you. Everyone is just as surprised to hear you say it as they would have been if you would have said it 5 minutes later. So
right. Yeah.
All right. Well, in the very next frame, Abinadi was not afraid. He was a righteous man, blah, blah, blah. Okay. God punished Noah and his people. What?
Of course.
The Lamanites came to fight them, which right now the Lamanites are still wicked. And so they're very bad. And so having the Lamanites come to fight your people, that meant you must have been really bad.
Like really, really bad.
Right. Noah and his people ran from the Lamanites. Noah told the men to leave the women and the children.
You're like, screw those guys.
Are we shocked? Are we really shocked?
No.
I just want to say, like, throughout this cartoon, Noah is also depicted as a rather portly man.
Yes.
And I just want to point out that it's a little bit fat shamey. I'm not going to lie, because when we get to this picture of Noah running away.
He's struggling.
Sorry, right here. It basically says that they didn't run fast enough.
Yeah.
The Lamanites chased Noah. They caught many of Noah's people. Here he is again, right here, struggling just a little bit. So some of Noah's men wanted to go back. They wanted to help their families. Noah would not let them. He wanted them to stay with him. He was afraid.
Shocker.
Noah's men were angry with him. They burned Noah. They went back to their families. That's literally all it says.
It doesn't say what they did to him.
Well, it just says they were angry with him and they burned him. That's it. Like literally three sentences. Noah's men were angry with him, period. They burned Noah, period. They went back to their families, period.
Oh, well, mine is different.
Oh,
because
do tell.
You'll see. Mine has a lot more detail making
good.
Abinadi look like way better than yours did.
Oh.
Yours is like, oh, Abinadi is good. Mine is like all of his prophecies and all of the things that came true and stuff. Yeah. So that was beautiful, Megan. Thank you so much for sharing.
You're so welcome. I really put my heart and soul into the, dramatic reading of that, and I'm glad that
I know. I loved it. I loved it.
Thanks.
So here's
I can't wait to hear how yours is different.
Mine is quite long. Mine is like 5 pages, which most of these are like 2 or 3. So it's long because it talks way more about his prophecies, and Abinadi glows in mine. So you'll see. Yeah.
Well, I want to answer Sassy Rebel's question here, because if you're here late, this Noah is Book of Mormon Noah. It is not.
Yes.
It is not Noah from the Bible Noah. This is a wicked king Noah from the Book of Mormon in North America somewhere, or maybe Central America, or maybe South America. We don't really know. The Americas.
Or maybe made up.
Yeah. Could have been made up by somebody who maybe was not creative enough to come up with new names for characters in his book.
Just normal Bible names. So, okay. All right. Abinadi and King Noah. So, as we recall, the reason I was like, oh, remember this was Zeniff's son, because mine starts out like that.
Oh, okay, good.
Zeniff was a righteous king of a group of Nephites. When he grew old, his son Noah became the king. And it shows his funeral right here. As we recall in the last one, it was just like Zeniff died. And that was
right.
So he died. Noah was not a good king like his father. He was wicked and would not obey God's commandments.
Always a recipe for disaster.
Right? Now, mine seems like he's being a little bit more, I don't even know what. He forced his people to give him part of their grain, animals, gold, and silver. And as you can
kind
see,
of familiar.
My King Noah does not have a crown, but he does sit on a throne, and he has a beard. So,
and he's not wearing purple. And he seems to be a little bit more physically fit than my Noah.
Well, I mean, some of these pictures you can definitely see there's some man boobage going on. You'll see like over here.
Yeah, he has a bit of a belly. So he must be drinking beer a lot. And
I mean, a lot of these he's holding a cup and eating food and stuff. So
So he's just perpetually drunk. He's an alcoholic, and
I mean, as we drink ours,
right.
That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Well, I mean, I guess there's a difference between perpetual drunkenness and occasional drunkenness.
On Mondays only.
Only on Mondays. And at other times when we're recording, but whatever.
King Noah did this because he was lazy. That's literally what it says.
I literally just talked about lasciviousness. Did you not? Oh my gosh. Like I'm a prophetess, if I do say so myself.
Yep. King Noah did this because he was lazy. He made the Nephites give him everything he needed.
Everything?
All right.
Let's not get into it. All right. Moving on.
He replaced the good priests his father had called with wicked priests. These wicked priests taught the people to sin.
Yeah, that was prominent in my book also. I know that there's a scripture reference, but I don't really feel like looking up exactly what he was telling them to do.
Megan, you're going to love this. Ready? King Noah had many beautiful buildings made, including a large palace with a throne. The buildings were decorated with gold, silver, and expensive wood.
That sounds really awfully familiar to like the Mormon temple.
Exactly.
Temples, that cost around $50 million each.
And a lot of it is donated. I said what I said. Anyways. Yeah. The king loved riches he took from the people. He and his priests spent their time drinking wine and being wicked.
That sounds a lot like my life right now. I spend
Both
a lot of time
drinking wine, and
being
being
wicked
wicked.
at the same
Yeah.
time, because it's only fun when you do both at the same time.
I want you to know here in this picture, they are drinking, but also they're laughing about the things they took. Do you see in their hands? They're
Loud
like holding-
laughter.
Yeah. All right. God sent a prophet named Abinadi to Noah's people. Abinadi warned them if they did not repent, they would become the Lamanite slaves. When King Noah heard what Abinadi said, he was angry. He sent men to bring Abinadi to the palace so he could kill them.
Do you think they're trying to convey to us that being angry is a sin? Because that's the message I got.
Apparently, yeah. No feelings.
In that case, I'm sinning all the time.
Right, same. Abinadi was taken to the king. King Noah and his priest asked him many questions. They tried to trick him into saying something wrong. That just sounds like a court of law. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Yep. And also, same exact wording from my book. I just want you to know they continued carrying that forward. Yeah.
Abinadi was not afraid to answer their questions. He knew God would help him. The priests were amazed at Abinadi's answers. So, trickery doesn't work on him.
They were amazed. And that proves that he
Yeah.
was telling the truth.
Yeah. And yes, Trevor, correct. That's like God's favorite thing to do in the Bible.
Don't incur
Okay.
the wrath of God, but also don't be angry.
Don't be angry. Only righteous anger, remember?
That's right.
The King Noah was angry and ordered the priest to kill Abinadi. Abinadi said if they touched him, God would kill them. That's ironic because, I mean, technically, I guess that happened later. But
I mean, sort of in a way, but also it was like God did a flex and he was like,
I guess.
don't touch Abinadi or you're going to get shocked. And then
Well,
later
you're
he
gonna
was like,
see-
go ahead and touch him. It's his time
It's
is
fine
up.
now.
His work is done.
Right? You'll see the next picture. The Holy Ghost protected Abinadi so he could finish saying what the Lord wanted him to. Abinadi's face was shining, and the priests were afraid to touch him. Speaking with power from God, Abinadi told the people about their wickedness and read God's commandments to them. So,
I bet that was exciting.
I'm trying to avoid the ring light. Sorry. Here's Abinadi.
He's glowing as if he were a bottle of Mountain Dew.
So he has the Spirit of God, obviously, because he looks like he's got some sort of radioactive power going on. So, yeah.
Maybe he was actually radioactive and that's why he caught on fire. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Okay. So he read them the commandments, which, always goes over well when you're reading people the commandments.
Yeah. When you're telling people how to live their lives, what goes really, really well is to just quote the 10 commandments and say,
right.
God said, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor.
I've noticed the adultery one is the one a lot of people have a lot of issues.
Right. Yes,
anyway.
Both quoting and following. I don't know. There's something there.
He told them Jesus Christ would be born on the earth. Jesus would make it possible for people to repent, be resurrected, and live with God. And they have a picture of the nativity.
Oh,
so
cute.
Yeah.
Bringing in Christmas early.
Aw. Abinadi told the people to repent and believe in Jesus Christ or they would not be saved. Something I'm told every day on TikTok. There he is, so we all know.
Right, the Savior is there, so obviously that's how we know he was teaching about the Savior. Got it.
Exactly. King Noah and all but one of the priests refused to believe Abinadi. Noah told the priests to kill Abinadi, so they tied him up and threw him in prison. And look how sad he is. He's like, oh, I hate prison.
He's doing the perp walk right now. And isn't everybody kind of sad during the perp walk because they know they're guilty and they're like, oh, man.
They're like, I never liked that guy. Okay. The one priest who believed Abinadi was named Alma. He asked King Noah to let Abinadi go. The king was angry with Alma and had him thrown out. He said, get out of here. Then he sent his servants to kill him. Alma ran and hid, and the servants never found him because he's hiding behind this rock.
Oh, hiding behind a rock is new.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
not really also.
Good hiding place. Just like Adam and Eve ran and hid. Oh, we haven't done that episode yet, but we have.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Nephi and his brothers hid in the cavity of a rock for a while and stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
After spending 3 days in prison, Abinadi was again brought before King Noah. The king told Abinadi to take back what he said against him and his people. King Noah told Abinadi if he would not deny what he had said, he would be killed. And look, Abinadi is so mad. He's shaking his fists. He's like, just change your mind. Abinadi knew he had spoken truth. He was willing to die rather than take back what God had sent him to say. I think he looks pretty good for being in prison for 3 days.
Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, the mullet is popping. He looks great.
Yeah, he looks great. King Noah ordered his priests to kill Abinadi. They tied him up, whipped him, and burned him to death. Before he died, Abinadi said King Noah would also die by fire.
Ooh,
so there he is.
Dun, dun, dun.
See, here, mine has no flames, but there's smoke. So it's like...
And we all know where there's smoke, there's fire.
True dat.
But also, I just have to say...
Yes.
Is it possible that, King Noah's priests already kind of had a burning idea in their mind? And then Abinadi was like, if you burn me, you're going to get burned. And then the priests that did decide to light him on fire were like, well, we did it to that guy, so we might as well do it to this guy too. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe that was a common way. They didn't always have Laban's sword to get things done,
That's true.
So fire seems very convenient. All right. Another really great pictures, just so you know, are coming. So I apologize. I didn't draw them. Some of the Nephites opposed King Noah and tried to kill him. The Lamanite army also came to fight the king and his followers. The king and his followers ran from the Lamanites, but the Lamanites caught up and began killing them. The king told his men to leave their families and keep running. So here are the Lamanites. There they are running.
Kind of reminds me of that dude on the Titanic who was like, out of my way, women and children. Let me get on the lifeboat.
Okay, when you were reading, I literally had that thought, and I thought everyone's going to think I'm a nerd if I say that, so I didn't. I was like, it's Cal from the Titanic.
See, I don't care if people think I'm a nerd, because I am.
True. The one arm, yeah, that's you. It's okay. Guys, I have to say, me and Megan have quoted movies to each other, and we have not yet, besides that one, that was our first miss. So there you go. All right. Many of the men would not leave. They were captured by the Lamanites. I just want to show you because I hate this so much. And also, Mormons are the worst. I think you can tell which ones are the Lamanites and which ones are the Nephites.
Yeah, by the way, the Lamanites are the ones with no shirts, wearing coats of skins, and they have dark skin. And it is just one more of the racist portrayals in the Book of Mormon, unfortunately.
And the Nephites also have the light hair. Just so we all know, no beards, light hair.
Light and delightsome.
Okay. Most of the men who ran away with King Noah were very sorry. They wanted to go back and help their wives and children.
King Noah, so altruistic of them.
I know, right? After you already left your wife and children to be killed, you're like, man, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I don't know. Or they saw King Noah wasn't fast and they're like, well, we're dead anyway. Maybe we should go back and wave the right flag. All right. King Noah did not want the men to return to their families, and he ordered them to stay. And look, he's like shaking his fist. He's like, you better not.
How dare you leave me for your women and your children?
I didn't look at this picture previously. It's pretty funny. The men were angry with King Noah. They burned him to death as Abinadi had prophesied. Just doubling down that the prophet was right. They then went back to their families. And see, here they are going back to their families, and there is Abinadi in the background. Or, excuse me, King Noah in the background having the same fate. And they're all like, well, yeah. I guess we're done with that.
Abinadi prophesied the king shall burn.
Yes, beautiful. That's it. That's mine.
That's not how that song originally went, but I figured it was pretty fitting. I don't know.
I think it was beautiful. I appreciate that. So there we go.
There we go. And, you know, I was always really disturbed by this story because it is told in such graphic detail, not just here, but, you know, in the Book of Mormon too.
Yeah.
You know, they're pretty graphic about him burning to death and kind of what happens to you when you burn to death. And it was kind of sold as a flex. Like, look at how faithful he was, that he wanted to tell the truth so bad that he was willing to be burned alive.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like a foreshadowing of future things that people are going to be asked to covenant in the temple, to like give their very lives if need be.
Well, that's kind of where I was going. I was going to say it made so much like he was a hero. He was a martyr. He didn't care. Like he wouldn't deny God no matter what. That I feel like a lot of people use that as like, it doesn't matter. I'm going to say this until I die, which I kind of feel is a big theme in Christianity. I mean, I don't know. It just kind of seems like they're never going to deny it no matter what, which, okay, here, I don't know. I don't think there's anything probably I would be like, yeah, go ahead, burn me. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? But I just think it's interesting that there are many stories like that in the Book of Mormon. As we go along, you'll see like that is a common theme, specifically in the Book of Mormon. I feel like that it's like,
but also like throughout Christianity. I mean, Jesus was the ultimate martyr, who was killed for what he was teaching. And so it seems like all of the fan fiction that comes after that is like, well, you know, the most faithful, the most righteous ones are the ones who die for what they believe. And that's why I think the mainstream Mormon church adopted the narrative of Joseph Smith being a martyr. And ignoring all of the rest of the facts. Like he had a gun, he shot through the door, he actually injured some people, he was drunk the night before, like all of these things. It's way more important to whitewash the story into a martyrdom than it is to believe that he went to the window and made the Masonic sign in order to have the people save him, and then he died anyway. So
also, they don't ever tell anybody that the reason he was arrested was because he did things that were illegal.
Yeah.
Not that
treasonous.
They say, at least what I was told when I was a Mormon, was that he was arrested because they just didn't like him preaching or having his church or whatever. But it's no.
I was told the reason he was arrested multiple times, time after time, was because they were always trying to trump up some charges because they didn't like him saying that he had seen God and Jesus Christ. They didn't like the fact that the Mormons were prosperous and successful financially. So they kept trying to make up allegations against him that weren't true. Well, turns out that's not the case because he was convicted more than once. He was fined several times. And he was in jail like something like 30 times. And, keeping in mind his age at his death, he was only like
a lot
30.
of times.
How old was
30,
he?
32, 33, something like that.
No, because he was 37 when he married Helen Mar Kimball. I think he was 42, if I want to say. I don't know. I need to look it up again.
Okay.
But
I
anyway.
believe you. I just remember that he was rather young.
Yes, he was quite young.
Yeah.
He was so young, in fact, that he did not have any kind of a succession plan. And so that's where we kind of got where the modern day succession plan came into play, is like they just choose whoever's been in service to the church longest. Because
or whoever turns into the prophet. What?
Transfiguration. Aloha Mora. No, that's the unlock the door. What's the anyway, can't remember the transfiguration one.
I just remember the polyjuice potion.
Yep. I seem to remember a water goblet being transformed into a rat, but I don't remember the incantation, which is weird because I normally remember weird stuff like that. Anyway.
I don't know.
It's been too long since I've watched. I used to do a Harry Potter marathon every year at during Thanksgiving break. Yeah.
On purpose?
On purpose. Yes, we would watch all of the movies.
When people would do, like at BYU, this was a thing that they would do James Bond marathons. And I was like, dude, no.
James Bond is not Mormon. What with all the drinking and sexing and whatnot.
I think that's who the boys wanted to be. It was like Joseph Smith thinking he was Nephi.
They wanted to marry someone named Alata Fachina.
I was going to say Pussy Galore, but I don't know if we can say that. It's a character.
Well,
someone has to say it. Someone has said it on YouTube.
I'm sure they have. Like, the question is, did they get demonetized or shadow banned? That's the question.
Whatever. It is what it is at this point. I mean, we really are here just because we think we're funny. I mean, let's be honest. But that was the thing. Goodness. I can't do marathons. I could maybe do like a Charlie Brown marathon where each episode's like 20 minutes, but multiple movies, I couldn't. Maybe, no, I was going to say Star Wars is probably a thing I'm sure my husband has participated in. I just fall asleep, man.
I think it did actually start with James Bond because TNT used to do a Bondathon every Thanksgiving. And my dad was all about that. And I was like,
right.
Yep, that tracks.
I can't think. I've done an Indiana Jones marathon.
Oh, but that's only
3.
5. Well, no, I mean, it was only the time.
It was 3 when I did it. Now there's 5. Yeah.
Did you wear earplugs during the second one?
No. Because I love that one. It's not my favorite. So mine go 3, 1, 2, which is also very weird. I don't even count 4 and 5 because they're not the real fandom, I feel like. Even though the first 20 minutes of 5 I enjoyed. Anyways, 3 is the best because Sean Connery's in it. And, it's got the Holy Grail. It's all very exciting. And that pretty girl who was with the Germans, but she was still very pretty.
Elsa.
Yes, Elsa. Yeah. And then number 1, we all know.
Crazy. I said, don't go between them.
Don't go between them.
I think about that every time I pass 2 semi trucks on the freeway.
Right? Guys, I have like the pendant that they have. It's both sides, but Megan said I should get the tattoo of the one side on my hand, but then I'll be digging in the wrong place. So I apologize to everyone who doesn't. I apologize to everyone who doesn't get this, but also go watch Indiana Jones. It's life-changing. It isn't, but it might be.
I mean, you might love it. We did.
You might.
There you go.
Anyways, Harry Potter marathon on Thanksgiving. That is a lot of movies, and they are all fairly long. Like, how?
Yes.
Why?
It takes 21 hours to watch all 8 of them.
Who would do that?
Well, I did several times. several times. And I have to tell you, I did it everywhere from like, let's start really early in the morning so that we
Okay.
finish, you know, by the next morning. And then I
Yeah.
decided that was a bad idea because number 7 is pretty boring. And so then you
Yeah.
end up falling asleep right, at so then I thought, okay, we're going to start at midnight. And then we end up before midnight the following night. I don't know.
Wait. This
Yeah.
is important. It's not. So, are you saying that you do the marathon and you have to watch them?
Mhm. I
Are
mean,
you crazy?
obviously
Like, my
people would fall asleep.
favorite thing to do is fall asleep during a movie. Like, it drives my husband nuts. We have this we have a theater, and he's always like, "Let's go." I literally told him, I was like, "Can we watch a movie tonight? Because I need a good sleep, because I always fall asleep while watching a movie."
I
And
mean,
I'm
the
like,
point
"I
of
just."
a home theater is to get really, really comfortable chairs you don't mind sleeping in so that you then put a movie on and fall asleep. That's
And
the way
it
that
works.
works.
And ours are wide enough that my dog sits next to me. We have 4 dogs, but my dog that is I have a
Your
favorite dog,
favorite?
okay?
Your favorite,
I
just
love
say it.
him. Yes.
Yeah.
And he sits next to me and he keeps me warm and it's like a very snuggly experience for both of us. And I immediately fall asleep. I'm like, "What a great movie. I can't wait till it starts." And then I'm done. And then I always wake up like as the credits are rolling. And John's like, "Oh, did you love the movie?" I'm like, "Yeah, I loved it." We were like 4 years into our relationship before he realized I was waking up just as the movie was ending. And I'd be
Yeah.
like, "Oh my gosh." I literally started looking up the movie. Like if we went to the movies and I could tell I was going to fall asleep, I
That
would
is
look
so
it
wrong.
up and I would read the Wikipedia. So then when it was over, I could talk to him as though I had seen the movie.
I
I
mean, I
know.
get it.
It's amazing to
Kirsten,
save
I
my
have to
brain.
say there is there is good evidence to suggest that rewatching movies and TV shows that you've already seen is a trauma response. And I recognize for me that
Yeah.
that's absolutely the reason that I do it because I know the ending already. It's
Yep.
predictable. I know what's going to happen. I have certain things about it that I love to see. And because
Yeah.
I am a very like sensual person, meaning all 5 senses, like, the visual is important to
Sure.
me, the
Sure. All
soundtrack is
5
important to me.
senses. Mhm. Sure, Megan.
It's an ADHD thing, like, it just like, I grab all these little parts out of the movies that I like, and then it's like, okay, once my dopamine has been satisfied, I do my dopamine
Yeah.
dump, and then I'm like, same, fall asleep.
Um, on that note, The Office is probably my number 1 show to
Yep,
put on because
yep,
I know every single episode so well, I can put it on, I
right?
know what's going on. Arrested Development is number 2.
But only
Can
the
you
first
guess?
3 seasons.
Yes. You'll never be able to guess number 3. Maybe you will. Any guesses, number 3?
The Office, Arrested Development, are we talking about a TV series?
A TV series, yes. I don't
Alright,
think you'll
is
guess it.
it Gilmore Girls?
I've never watched Gilmore Girls. I've watched, like, 2
Okay,
episodes, and I was like, "Nobody talks like that."
Kirsten, do you know why you don't like Gilmore Girls? Because you
Because
got
they're
along with your
annoying.
mom most of the time.
That's probably
That's
true.
why. And the
That's
reason that
probably
I
true.
like Gilmore Girls, well, first I hated it, but then I liked it, is because I realized that my mother was
The
the mother.
grandma?
Yeah,
Oh,
Emily.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Emily Gilmore,
I
except
just
without
thought
the
nobody
outward
talked
show of
like
money.
that. I was like, "Nobody talks like that. Nobody talks like that."
You mean nobody talks like, "Hey, mom, what made you think of that?" And she was like, "I don't know, hockey puck, monkey underpants." She was like, "Bicycle, hockey puck,
No,
monkey underpants."
they talked so fast, like just blah, 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 blah. And I was like, nobody talks like that. Like it bothered me. So I will tell you, since I know nobody will guess it, it's Breaking Bad. I love Breaking Bad with
Oh,
every
okay.
bit inside of me. I have watched it easily all the way through probably 20 times. I'm not exaggerating. I love that show so much, which is weird. I don't know. There's probably some psychological thing people could analyze with it. I don't know. Am I Bryan Cranston? Am I Aaron Paul? Who really knows? Maybe I'm more Saul. But the point is, I love that show. I just do.
I started to watch that series, and there were things about it that I really loved. I thought the storyline was compelling, but often I found that the detail around the storyline slowed everything down so much that it was hard for me to stay engaged in it.
See, and that's why I loved it, because I'm very much like I'm a very logical person. I will find plot holes like crazy, and then I can't enjoy it. Like Gilmore Girls, I'm like, nobody talks like that.
There you go.
Kirsten, but Breaking Bad, I loved. Oh my gosh, do you have to go?
This is gonna make you so proud. Sassy Rebel falls asleep rewatching Ex-Mormon Snark. We've become the rerun that people don't actually watch. They just put it on and fall asleep to. I feel so honored, honestly.
Honestly, I feel like there must be something wrong, because my laugh would wake the dead.
And it's probably like people are listening and they fall asleep, and then Kiki laughs and people are like, what?
And they're like,
oh, okay, she's happy. Going to sleep.
Oh man. You do have to go though. Megan has another engagement.
Only in 20 minutes. It's fine. But I do feel like we covered the Abinadi topic pretty well. Although it's hard to do justice to like telling people how important and pivotal this story was to me growing up. It was like something I thought about all the time. Of like, well, if you're not willing to be burned at the stake, then are you even a faithful person?
Right. And then as I grew older, I realized I probably was at some point, considering how opinionated I am. Let's just be honest. I guarantee I was a witch or something.
Right.
But the reason also Abinadi was such a big deal, because he converted one person, Alma. Alma, as we go through the Book of Mormon, is extremely pivotal and bringing many people to the church. The very next one is like he ends up having this like mass baptism and like bringing everybody back to God. So I remember that being a really big deal. Like you could be the one person that changes the world, kind of thing. Like your testimony, even if it only affects one person, that person could be the next prophet. You know what I mean? So
Kirsten, do you remember the super, super cringy song? This might have been too old for you, but there was this song, I want to say it was a Janice Cat Perry song, that was something about if you should labor all your days and bring but one soul unto me, how great shall be your joy.
How great shall be your joy.
So it's like, even just one person, bring one person. So you have to convert all your friends, because even if you try really hard and you only ever convert one of your friends, how great shall be your joy in the kingdom of our Father. And it was one of those, just like remember when we talked about A Child's Prayer, and how it was like you sing one part, then you sing the other part, then you sing them both together. Same thing with Armies of Helaman and Sisters in Zion. And same thing with this song too, because if you bring one soul, then how great shall be your joy. And then there was a second part, and then you sing both parts together, and it was mind-blowing.
Don't get me on Sisters in Zion, Armies of Helaman. I was at EFY the very first time they introduced that, and anyways, we'll get into that another day.
It was a whole thing.
Speaking of EFY, we were sorry, my dog like shoved a toy under the door. My favorite dog. He's like, Mom, please come out.
He's like, I hear you in there. What are you doing without me?
Right. He's like, I've always loved you. Why aren't we watching a movie and cuddling in the chair? When I was an EFY counselor, it would always be like, bear your testimony anytime you can. That was something they spoke a lot about and emphasized to the counselors. For those who don't know, EFY it stands for Especially for Youth. It was a very expensive LDS youth camp that they offered every year. And to be hired as a counselor for it was a very prestigious position, in that pretty much every single person I knew would apply for it, and they only hired like 2 a year. If you had done it before, it was hard to get into, but that's
You
neither
pretty
here nor
much
there.
had to have, like, a really important last name or something. Anyway, please continue.
Anyways, shut up. You had to have been a nepo baby is what she's saying, okay? Yes, and correct. So, when I was an EFY counselor, part of the training was to bear your testimony at every possible moment. And one of the reasons was they said, it's like a Benedict. You might have someone in your group that could end up being a 70 or a mission president or a prophet. Like they literally said that. And your testimony might be the one thing that like helps build their testimony or convert them or keep them in the church. But that was something they talked about all the time. So this story of a Benedict to me, even as a kid, was like, be willing to die for your testimony and make sure you share it as often as you can, because just that one person being converted would be enough, kind of thing.
And let's be honest, nobody who is a convert to the church is ever going to be the prophet. I mean, let's be honest. You have to have like pioneer heritage. I mean, and
or
also
a special last name.
Or a special last name. I want to say that 1990 was the year they started. I wasn't aware of them before then, but that could be because I wasn't old enough. But I remember it becoming a thing in the 90s that I was like, oh, my mom and dad, can I please go? Can I please go? And they were like, it's in Utah. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I want to go to Utah. And they're like, plane tickets. And it's expensive. So
yeah, because when they came to Trinity in San Antonio, it was pretty new when I was like teenager age. But I mean, this was like $500, $600 a week, and that was in the 90s. So it was a lot of money. I don't know what it is now. I haven't asked, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was a couple. I mean, at least like 1,000, maybe 1,200 or something.
At least 1,500.
Which is crazy because I got paid $380 a week as a counselor. And I had I probably had 10 to 15 girls, and the boys, it was the same. So, but I got paid like next to nothing. I remember I got a job at Krispy Kreme, and I got paid more at Krispy Kreme than I did as EFY.
Well, of course, Kirsten, it's the Mormons. What do you expect? And also now I'm kind of throwing shade at the Trinity University, because Trinity University is a religious school. Am I right? Otherwise, why would it be called Trinity? Why are they letting the Mormons come onto their campus and hold a full camp there? Because I'm thinking like we also have St. Mary's University here in San Antonio, which can you imagine St. Mary's University allowing the Mormons to come on their campus?
Does St. Mary's have dorms though? Because I know one of the polls do they? Well, the Trinity dorms were actually. The Trinity dorms are nice.
I know. I remember.
I went there. They're nice.
Yeah.
And they have that big like symphony hall. That was one nice thing. Maybe it was just the space because their auditorium is huge.
You know, we had a regional conference at Trinity once, now that I remember. And there was some general authority that came to speak. Interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we really have to do at least one episode on my EFY counselor experience. I mean, Brad Wilcox was there.
We could do a whole episode just on Brad Wilcox.
Oh my
Let's be honest. He was the worst. I'm so glad he's gone. I mean, he's still alive, but he's not a leader.
So I remember so many things that Brad Wilcox said, like it was yesterday. And as a counselor and a youth in the program, to me it was very like, of course, in testimony building, but as an adult I'm like, that is so messed up and manipulative. Like it just, there were a lot of things that he said that was very manipulative,
very questionable.
Especially to go to EFY, you're between ages of 14 and 18. It's like high school years. And, you know, that's such a vulnerable time in your life. And he used that to his advantage, in my opinion. I mean, you could just say he's a great youth speaker. I don't like to assume that he has nefarious intent, but to me, it was emotional sensationalism to the max, you know? to make kids that were having a hard time have all these good feelings, and you could change the topic to literally anything and you would still have those good feelings because it's motivational. I mean, you might as well brought Tony Robbins in there. I'm going to call Brad Wilcox the Tony Robbins of the Mormon Church.
Well, Tony Robbins is Mormon also, and he had a lot.
Wait, is that true?
How do you not know that, Kirsten?
I have never known that. No, is he? Tony Robbins?
110% Mormon. There is nobody more Mormon than Tony Robbins.
No, is that true?
Chat, can you back me up on this? I can't believe I just said that.
No, you need to go and like Chat GPT that or something. Is that true? Because I feel like that's something I would know.
Come on. Really?
No, he's not. I'm looking in the chat. Did anybody say that?
It's Tony Robbins.
There's no way. I'm not surprised either if that's true, but I don't believe that's true because...
Come on. The veneers, the tan skin, the private jet.
I didn't say he didn't look like he couldn't be. I said he's not. Okay? 10 toes down. I'm saying it. Let's do a bet right now. What do you want to bet?
I actually, to be honest with you, Kirsten, I actually don't think that he is.
You are so full of...
But he is so Mormon, though. Like for somebody who's probably not Mormon, he's the most Mormon. Like, don't you agree?
No, he's just a grifter. I'm sorry for anybody that loves.
I'm
not sorry.
That's why I'm saying it.
And that's why I'm saying he's not. Because if he was Mormon, I guarantee you'd be out there. Everyone's like, Ryan Gosling is Mormon and blah, like that's their favorite thing to talk about is celebrities that are Mormon. And honestly, tons of Mormons love Tony Robbins. So if he was,
that's true.
They would all know that he was, and it would be talked about constantly.
That could be true. I guess the only reason why I hedge on my maybe he's not Mormon is because he does look a little older lately. And most Mormons that age, look super young because they have the special blessings of the priesthood. So,
Megan, you're going to get us canceled. Everyone's going to be like, Megan Connor says Tony Robbins is Mormon. And then I'm going to be associated with Mormon. That.
But
not
look,
probably. He's not because
you and I
would
both
talk
know
about it. What?
They would. You're right. But you and I both know, first of all, he's got veneers. He's got great hair. He's got tan skin, and he's a grifter. That sounds like a relative of mine that you and I both know very well that your dad was frenemies with.
Oh, I know exactly who you'd be talking about. They could practically be brothers.
Is Tony Robbins the same? I don't want to get canceled either. So
all I want to say is Tony Robbins at least makes a lot more money because he's at least a little bit believable.
Yeah, which is maybe why he's not Mormon, because he's not giving 10% of that to anybody.
I mean, you might as well say Joel Osteen is.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Joel Osteen did not allow poor people to come into his church during the flood. So that's a very Mormon.
That's true. That's true. It does sound like the Mormons. So whatever.
I mean, this is definitely one of those times where our channel is aptly named.
Oh my gosh,
guys! It's nothing but snark.
100%. I mean,
so have you Steve, seen that guy? I believe you. If AI says he's not Mormon, I believe you. I'm just saying there are a lot of
AI says AI is always right. Don't clip that, guys, or do. I don't care. What was I going to say now? Dang it. It was funny and now it's gone. Thanks a lot, Megan.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I don't know. Oh, no, I remember. I was going to say, I know he's not Mormon because people I have worked for who were Mormon talked about how much they liked him. And if he was Mormon, I guarantee you they'd be like, we had lunch together.
Did you know he was Mormon? We had lunch together.
Did you know he was Mormon? We hang out.
Did you know that his daughter's going to marry my son and we're going to be a royal Mormon family?
Don't even, man. My favorite thing of not being Mormon is not having to go to Mormon weddings. They're the worst, man. They're so the worst.
Depressing.
Well, yeah.
One of these
I don't
days,
know.
we'll do an episode where I tell you about the time that I went to my friend's gay Mormon sister's straight Mormon wedding.
I love it. I need to hear about this because I know the people involved and I want to know.
Yeah.
Megan, maybe this is just the Cosmo talking. I'm going to ask you, do you think I should ask the chat the question I asked you earlier and get feedback, or should we leave that where it is?
I think we could do a whole episode on that. So maybe we should just do a Q&A another time.
Sometime.
I don't know. It's up to you. If you want to do it right now, you can. I only have 10 minutes left though.
We only have 10 minutes. This is for the group. And please, sincere feedback. So I have a family member that reached out to me today. It was a family chat. And there is a child who will be getting baptized. And they would like people to send a video, giving comments and stuff.
A video message, like a video message of
message.
like, hey, it's your Aunt Kiki. I'm so excited that you're getting baptized into the Mormon church.
And I have not responded. It was this morning. There's been talks, amongst people and stuff. I don't know how to respond. And I reached out to Megan. I've asked, other people in my circle. I don't know how to respond because I want to support this younger individual and let them know, like, I care about them. But inside me, I just feel sick to my stomach and knowing that this sweet little person is going to be indoctrinated into something that hurts my heart so much.
Yeah.
When I've had previous, young people in my family be baptized, they all knew very much I wasn't in the church, and my mom was kind of the barrier between us. She's not here anymore, and honestly, I'm really struggling on how to handle it. And I asked Megan.
Yeah.
Megan was kind of at a loss. Every person I've asked is kind of at a loss. So chat, if anybody has any sort of sage advice, I will take it. If not, then we're all on the same page. And
To be fair, before the video response was involved, sister invited you to a Zoom link. And I said that maybe you should just send niece a card expressing your love for that person and just saying, like, I'm here to support you no matter what, and not mentioning the baptism. And I honestly came to the same conclusion about the video message too. It's like same thing as the card, just I love you so much. I want you to know I'm here for you. I care about you, and no matter what you do, I'm here to support you. And not saying anything about the baptism.
That's kind of where I'm at. That was my same thought. I'm worried maybe not. Maybe it won't be a slight. I think we're all kind of on tender ground right now, trying to keep what little relationship we have together.
Yeah.
It's funny. I kind of wanted to bring this to our group only because, for one, I trust you guys with this information, which might be bad. We're out on the internet, but at the same time, I feel like I want people to see who have left high demand religion that these are things that come up, and it sometimes is hard to navigate with family,
Yeah.
Trevor, that's what I want to say. That is what I want to say. Little background is I didn't have a relationship with a good part of my family for several years after I left the church. I think partly on their part on my part. I'll be honest, I'll take responsibility in that. But when my mom got really sick, we tried to repair those bonds just because my mom had held us together for a long time. And so it still feels very touchy. And it was always like, if I said, I don't really want thoughts and prayers, I don't want to hear about general conference, my mom was kind of the one who conveyed that message. And now that she's not there, I'm having a really hard time saying those things. And I've been very, I guess, I don't say anything. When they share a scripture, or they say, thoughts and prayers, or they shared President Nelson's birthday celebration, it's just kind of, that was kind of my thought too. I think treat it as if I was going to someone's confirmation in the Catholic Church, or,
Right.
I've been to bat mitzvahs before, and provided cards and things like that. I think the only reason I'm having a hard time is because these little people are those that I hope know I love and support them no matter what. And I don't want to cause offense to my family, but I also want to show, I don't know, maybe I think it's just because it's closer than just like if a friend invited me to their child's christening. This is very, I don't know. I feel like I'm all over the place.
It's different at a christening because it's a baby, and the baby's not conscious of how you respond. In this case, it's your niece who is conscious. The niece doesn't know you've left the church, right? But the sister definitely does. And so my first response, of course, was the snarky response of like, are you sure you want me to do a video response to your kid getting baptized? Kind of people like, hey kid, this is all bullshit, and I'm here for you when you're ready to get out. Kind of like Trevor's response was.
How much I want to say that, especially to older people in my family.
Right. So yes, here's an idea, Kirsten.
I haven't. They have to have known I've left the church, honestly, the little ones, because at my mom's funeral, I did speak and I did not bear testimony. I didn't say in the name of Jesus Christ, like nothing. I just said, I think I ended with it, I love you, Mom, and I miss you. And like, that was it. I specifically did not want to say any of those words.
Right.
Because I don't believe it. And I didn't want to. And I didn't want to be unfaithful, especially at my mom's funeral,
Right.
I am covered with tattoos. One of my little nieces came up and she was like, I like your tattoos because they're Disney. And I was like, thank you. And she like pointed out the ones she liked. And I they're all very sweet. We have good relationship with all of our nieces and nephews, as much as you can when you live out of state. But it's like just something inside of me is just feeling so sad and kind of icky. But at the same time, I want, these young people to know that I love them and I'm there for them no matter what.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what, Kirsten, this is what TikTok is for. Record a video of what you would like to be able to say to your sister and to the child. And then, this is actually a really great,
people will go off.
Consider how you would have felt as a youth getting baptized, having a family member outwardly not supporting the church. What would you have wanted to hear from your aunt?
Perfect.
That's a great way to think about it.
It's exactly what I needed to hear. That's perfect.
Yeah.
So,
well, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thanks for your help with Kirsten's dilemma. This is what we're here for as a community, to help each other navigate through this space post Mormondom or whatever high demand religion or no religion that you're coming from, or even if you're just here for the schadenfreude of what the hell do these people believe in, why. We're glad you're here.
We are. We love all of you. I hope everyone enjoyed. Excuse me, gross. I enjoyed your treat. I will be trying to put together a non-alcoholic version every week as requested by people.
Yeah.
We want all to partake.
We desire all to partake. We desire all to receive it.
For all of the people who are not in the Mormon church, that is part of the temple ceremony. So we do desire all to receive the treat, alcoholic or not. And I hope all of you can enjoy. But we really appreciate you guys being here. Hope you have fun. We have an episode on Thursday.
Last week, we talked about magic underwear. If you haven't gone to listen to it, you totally should. Yep. It's one of our best. And then this coming week is the initiatory ceremony, where the garment is placed upon us for the first time. And spoiler alert, there's nakedness in the temple, everyone. Just be prepared, because that's how that goes. Don't forget, as a parting word, we just always want you guys to remember the most important thing, especially if you're Mormon, and even if you're not.
The Lord does not need your money.
Have a great night, everybody. Love you guys. See you Thursday.